Azerbaijan, Sri Lanka, the UAE, Latvia and Afghanistan.
"23 years old. DLAMINI making his way into the ring. Over on the far side is HAVYARIMANA, who's boxed at domestic level. Both of these two have, in terms of their amateur careers, and this is a first real taste of the highest level for the pair of them. And there's an opportunity here, and one of these two is going to make it through to the next round. A good display, get a little bit of confidence, acclimatise, and you can really grow. And that's what's on offer here for one of these two.
Round one.
DLAMINI, lean, tall, slim kind of a fighter. HAVYARIMANA just a little bit shorter, looking to try and keep that upper body on the move and get a bit tighter, get a bit closer. Good jab there from DLAMINI. He'll need that. He's got to try and keep this at range. He can dictate the distance here if he's got a good strong jab and he throws that nice 1-2 and he actually boxes his height and uses that reach. I think this is going to be an interesting contest. Strong right hand there from HAVYARIMANA. There's a lively pace to this. There has been right from the very first bell. Good jab there from HAVYARIMANA. Looking for the left hand up top. There was a right hand into the body there from DLAMINI. Looks to throw that long right hand. He's got to keep throwing that jab, DLAMINI. Whether he lands it clean, whether he doesn't, it's absolutely crucial when you're fighting somebody like HAVYARIMANA, who's moving that head. He's using that lateral movement to try and get tight, to get close. A good right hand there from DLAMINI. Every time you hit him with it, it just causes him to offset, start again, have a little bit of a think about what he's doing, because he wants to be able to walk in on you and walk you down. Good strong right hand there from DLAMINI again. Both of them just coming up a little bit short there in that exchange. Good combination there from DLAMINI into the final 30 seconds of round one. The dynamic has been that HAVYARIMANA is the fighter on the front foot. He's the one looking like he's the more proactive of the two, but he's not really been driven back here, DLAMINI. He's giving the ground because he wants to keep the space between the pair of them. It'll be interesting to see what happens with the scoring here, because in terms of clean work, I don't think there's a lot in this. DLAMINI, if anything, throwing that right hand off the back foot at times, has managed to get through with a few. That was a good round. And they're well matched, these two. As I said, there's a big, big prize on offer here. HAVYARIMANA bringing good heat. And what he'll be thinking is that he's got to keep that. He's got to keep that where it is. He's got to make it hotter, if anything. And then if he does that, he'll trust that he will get to DLAMINI. And DLAMINI did a pretty good job, I thought, in that first round of meeting him on the way in. Landed a left hand there. And there's a good solid right hand. And it's those kinds of punches that I think have probably done the business for him in terms of the scoring. He gets it 10-9 across the board, but there's an awfully long way to go here, because HAVYARIMANA, the method that he has, he'll drop the first round in fights.
Seconds out.
fairly regularly, I would say. He'll be used to this, and he will be keeping the faith that if he keeps that pressure up, then he will turn this. He will get to his man, and DLAMINI has got to try and make sure that that doesn't happen. He's got to hold his shape. He's got to keep throwing that jab, that right hand. He's got to keep creating that space. Good right hand there from HAVYARIMANA, who again has started off quick here. Just stuttering in, trying to get inside that right hand. Wasn't far away with his own right there, HAVYARIMANA. Pushes DLAMINI off, caught him with the left hand. And backing off there, DLAMINI did a good job, just stepped off to his right-hand side. He's not really allowed himself to get trapped in a corner or caught on the ropes with his back square to the ropes and his feet square. That's where he can't be. HAVYARIMANA trying to let that left hand go, but DLAMINI again there just creates enough space. There goes that 1-2, and that's really what he needs. Good right hand there again from DLAMINI. 30 seconds until the midway point of the round, and he's got to start turning this in his favour here, HAVYARIMANA. He cannot afford to lose this round. Where is the tipping point? If it is going to come, when's it going to arrive? This is the crucial, critical period now. HAVYARIMANA needs to start to get through here. Good right hand from HAVYARIMANA. But a right hand comes back there from DLAMINI. Right hand into the body from the fighter from Eswatini. Turns southpaw very briefly. Chopping down with the right hand there, DLAMINI is ahead in this round by my reckoning. Again, just finding the space. He turns around that front foot pretty effectively, DLAMINI. He doesn't just pull back in straight lines, and that's absolutely crucial against somebody like HAVYARIMANA, because he needs you in front of him. If you pull back in straight lines, he'll come, and then he'll come again, and he'll catch you. And DLAMINI hasn't really done that. Good jab there from the fighter in red. A little bit laboured there, DLAMINI. Came up short with it, but that was a good example. He just wheels away, turning around that front foot. And again there. And that's really been a critical skill for him in this fight. It's made it very difficult for HAVYARIMANA to catch him. Final few seconds, another long right hand there from DLAMINI, and he's done enough to take this second. There goes the bell. Again, another good competitive round. He got through with the right hand just past the halfway stage there, HAVYARIMANA, and I wondered whether he might just be able to build on that, but it didn't quite happen. And the reason is that DLAMINI's feet have stayed on point. They've not slowed down. He's not up on his toes flying around the ring. He's quite economical in his movements. As I say, turning around that front foot. And that means that HAVYARIMANA, to track him down, has to reset, start again. And there are the cards, and
seconds out.
There's a 10-8 in there from Afghanistan. He's boxed well here, Mukelo DLAMINI. HAVYARIMANA has kept that pressure up as best he can.
Third and final round.
We've got that constant background of the chirping of the birds in the trees around the stadium. It's quite a backdrop, this, it really is. 30 seconds into round 3. Mukelo DLAMINI, Eswatini in the red. He's well in front now. Abdul HAVYARIMANA from Rwanda. The He'll stick to the method here, but he needs a huge round if he's going to give himself a chance. There's that jab. I said right at the start of the fight that he needed to keep using that left hand. He doesn't really spear it out. It's not a ramrod jab. It's not that much of a weapon, but it distracts the fighter. It gives him something to think about. It's the right hand that is really his most effective punch, and there it is. He's timed it well off the back foot a lot of the time. Midway through the final round. Good right hand again there. Turned that right hand over nicely, just slung that in, kind of shallow arc, not quite over the top, heading into the final minute of round 3. And it's all looking good for the red corner here. HAVYARIMANA needs to uncork something pretty huge in the remaining 45 seconds. Good right hand counter again there from DLAMINI. And again with the right hand. Single right hands quite often from DLAMINI. There goes the bell. Good contest, good hard-fought contest. And it's the red corner who's going to go through.
Breathe.
Ladies and gentlemen, the decision goes in favor of your winner via unanimous decision. In the red corner, representing Eswatini, Mukelo DLAMINI.
Good sportsmanship between these two. And it's Eswatini that goes through. Clean sweep with the judges in all 3 rounds. Who's the right hand there? That's what was really effective for him. As I said, he does throw that lead left. It's not a spearing jab, but he uses it. But it's the right hand that he relies upon. And it's the feet too, as I kept saying. Against a pressure fighter like that, what they want you to do, really what they want you to do is just stand still in front of them, but nobody's ever going to do that. So ideally they want you to move back in straight lines, because that